Welcome back, YouTubers. This is Kurai no Shujin. This is going to be episode 5. Today I have a really weak, really casual burn deck for you. I was messing around this weekend with it. I actually did get 2 match wins. But anything with a side deck is going to beat this. I didn't bother making a side deck. This is going to be a project that's going to be kind of ongoing. So I'm profiling it mainly to get some suggestions. I don't want this to be chain burn or any other type of burn that already exists. So I want it to be able to stand on its own. This is also from about 6 years ago. It's only got some minor updates to it, but this is my compound burn deck. So we're going to start with our monsters like we always do. And the first monster I have for you today is 3 copies of Battle Fader. And then the reasoning behind this is you just need some blocks. You need to be able to block those test punches. To take care of their monsters, 3 lava golems. Get the offerings, get the 1,000 damage off. Pretty much the only reason he's in here. Help get rid of things like Prime Material Dragon that might actually stop you just outright. This next card was not in the original deck. We have 3 Mecha Bunnies. Mecha Bunny flips. Mecha Bunny targets a card on the field, and the controller of the card takes 500 damage. When it's killed by battle, put another one from your deck face down in defense. It's amazing for deck thinning. It's a 1500 burn strategy. It becomes 2400 when we add the Dark Room of Nightmares to this, which is the main compounding card for this deck. And really makes this pretty devastating, so we'll put my little defensive guys in there. Here's another card that got a lot of WTFs. The Mecha Dog Marin. He's 1,000 by 1,000, a little light machine, 4-star. All of that's pretty unimportant. When he's destroyed by anything, battle or effects, your opponent takes 1,000. If it's by battle, you also take 1,000. And Dark Room of Nightmare adds 300 to that per copy of Dark Room of Nightmare. And then the last monster that we use is 3 Rapid Fire Magicians. Anytime you activate a normal spell, he deals 400 to your opponent. If it's a damaging spell, like this deck is going to have, you're going to see, wow, okay, there's a lot of glare today. You're going to see Dark Room of Nightmare adding twice, once for the Rapid Fire, and then once for whatever burn spell you're playing. And that's going to equal out 1,000 damage on top of whatever your burn spell is, effectively doubling just about everything in your deck. So there's our there's our monsters topped up with rapid fires. 3 dark rooms, you just want to be able to draw it. 3 meteors of destruction, burn your opponent for 1k as long as they have 3k left. Doubles over to 2,000 under the compound strategy. 3 copies of Ukazi, 800 becomes 1,800 during compound. And I'm only saying, when I say compound, I mean 1 rapid fire and 1 dark room. Obviously, if you have more than of either copy of either card on the field at the time this happens, you're going to get more damage off. Because of the triple Foon thing that's happening right now, I was using 3 poisons of the old man, just so that they would try to stay away from hitting my good back row trap cards and or stop them from getting my dark rooms. And it worked about half the time, and it caught them off guard. I made a couple of Lilas target them. Overall, it did its job. It's a quick 800, which compounds only with the dark room. It's a quick play, not a normal spell. And the last spell card of the deck, 3 Tremendous Fires. They take 1k, you take 500. Good thing to note, neither of your compound cards are going to compound your damage, only for your opponent. So, we're going to get into our trap set now. And the weirdest card in the deck. This got so many views, just because I had this. 3 Dimension Walls. And the reason they got confused was it says my opponent takes the battle damage for me. Well, it doesn't specify if it has to be battle damage between 2 monsters, so you can make them take a full direct attack, which is helpful when you're using your Lava Golem, because that's half their life points right there. Another thing that'll happen when you do this is you just confuse everybody, and it's better than taking the direct attacks. It's an extra 3 blocks, so it's like having some extra cards like Battle Fader. 3 Just Desserts, punish them 500 per monster they have. I actually drew 3 of these. My opponent shuffled and cut for me, and I picked up 2 on the opening, drew into a third, and then picked up my Ojama Trio on the last round. I did over 7,000 damage in a round. They were not happy about it, and then second game, he teched in some Decrees, and he played Naturia Beast, and I was totally locked out, so it was fine. 2 cylinders, the better version of the Dimension Wall. This one will compound with the Dark Room, but like I said, nothing else really compounds with Rapid Fire. He's just there for my just there for the normal spells. I might actually take him out and just place Bubble Mans in there just to get some extra draws. And 2 Ojama Trios. I mean, if I'm going to compound problems, I might as well compound them with the Just Desserts. And a quick ruling in case anybody isn't familiar with it. You can tribute for Lava Golem using these. Because he's not a tribute summon, he's a special summon. And if you're the one getting Ojama Trio used on you, feel free to synchronize. Feel free to use them for synchros, and you won't take any damage. Ojama Trio did catch a bunch of people off guard. It's just not a normal card to see anymore. And this version of this deck isn't as good as it should be, but I just rushed it. I just wanted to play it, and that's what ended up happening. I went in expecting no wins. I got 2 match wins, and I would always take game 1. But anybody who had a side deck was able to shut me down. It's not for tournaments. You could play it if you're not having a lot of major competitors. Anything that has a serious win loop, Inzectors, Wind-Ups, even Six Samurai. Anything that powers out too quickly is going to run you over. So this is better for a slow meta, but this is one of those decks, I mean, I remember it from 6 years ago, and I just wanted to see how useful it would be. So definitely a casual deck, and since that's really what we're into building here at 240p, we like to get a good mix of casual and competitive. So this was our casual for the week. We actually have another casual one that we're going to be doing here too soon. It's actually Archfiends, and I found a way around a couple of their weaknesses. I've seen a bunch of people play this deck, but we'll show that off. My friend just sent me the video I got to go through and edit for his Six Samurai, and at the same time I'm going to build a different version because we've always played them both differently. So there will be 2 Six Samurai decks, and I will do them. I'll probably release both videos on the same day, unless I just decide to merge them. At which point we'll play his video first. If he explains the stuff, great. If he doesn't, I'll give you the basic overview of why he does what he does, and then I'll just go straight into my deck. I might merge it all as one, but I'm not that keen on having a giant 20-minute video. This was just a quick video. It was just a quick casual deck. It's something that you can build quite easily for under $10. So for somebody just starting to learn how to play, this will get somebody really familiar. It's a great deck to throw in if you're going to collect decks and do something called the Gauntlet. If you're going to run a deck against as many decks as possible, it's a very cheap, very okay thing to run against. And it'll show whether or not you can speed out. But I did use this on my friend, and I used this on AJ actually with his Chaos Dragon Revival deck, and I did 2-0 him, but that's just because I got really good draws those games. So again, this was Kurai no Shujin, showing off some easy, fun to build decks, and we'll get back to competitive stuff here in another week or so. All right, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.